What's up? Last call post show. No babies.
No babies.
Yeah. No babies.
Hashtag
here.
no babies.
No babies. No babies.
Um,
Gaga.
No babies.
Oh, show.
Goo goo ga. Last
speak for
call.
yourself.
Goo.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It was
Yep.
a good one.
All right.
Call me
We'll
Gaga.
see you next time.
I
Sergey,
just don't know where to
realized
go.
you were drinking a Truly's.
Yeah, man.
Were you truly ready that whole podcast?
I was. Well, I had cat.
I thought you were
I had
drinking.
cat.
an
I
energy
understand. I look like a menace. Like during, I think it was
What do you mean?
when Jack was talking about just Extra Life and like, the camera was just on him. That brought me in this, which was unopened,
drink.
and I just texted her right at the beginning of the stream.
Looks
I was like, Can
open
you bring me
now.
some Truly? Yeah, I popped it
Yeah,
open.
but based on the camera shake, it's still got some in there.
There's some
how
heck.
many did
I
you
had a
drink?
lemon one and a strawberry one. So
Okay.
Let
Yeah.
me see.
all of
I
that.
wanted the Trulies before the first podcast, and I totally forgot to grab one. So I'm debating it now, but it's the post show. Like, is it worth it? When I leave and come back, we'll be like
Yeah.
done with this thing.
Well,
That's
one,
a you question.
It's
I
not.
know.
It's not
Sure.
worth it because we'll be almost
Jeremy,
done
make
with
my
it. And
decisions
also,
for me.
do we even have any more?
Do we not next to you?
I don't think
Uh-oh.
so. I don't think so.
Man.
Oh damn!
Bastard man. Give me that. That's half mine.
Man, I went to go get some cider the other day, and I realized that I was completely out. And nothing is more sad than when like, oh yeah, I've got at least one left, and he goes like, oh no, there's none.
Dude, so get this.
The
I had that
worst.
the other day. So I'll get Truly's or White Claw. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Truly's more. I like it more, but it really depends on the flavors. Some packs has a bunch of crap I don't like in it. I can do like I get the variety pack, but if there's like two flavors I'm not huge on, that's half the pack, so I won't get it.
It's true.
And if there's like a White Claw mango, a lot of times they just have like a 12 pack of mango. So I'll get like a variety of Truly's and then like a 12 pack of mango. So I had White Claw in the fridge. This is before this batch that I have. And there was one left. And I was like, awesome. And I reach in and I grab it. And I just went, what the fuck? And my first instinct was, Lindsay opened it, drank it, and then put it back, which I
Oh,
thought was
no.
bizarre.
Nope.
Pulled it out, and it was still sealed. And I was like, what the hell? And there was like a tiny little hole on the side of it. And it was a completely empty can.
Oh,
And it happened
no.
to be the 12th one in the pack.
Oh.
And I was like, no. And it must have spilled like before it got to the box. Because it wasn't like it didn't break when I had it. It must have been broken and packaged and
It
like
did look like the
shipped and in
can is like
store.
pristine. No
Yeah.
dents, nothing.
That is
It's
It was like
bizarre.
it was like a tiny little like wasn't like a pinhole, but it was like a little rip, and it must have leaked in the factory or something. And I was like, what are the odds it was the last can, the 12th can?
I love and hate stuff like that, like the tiniest little fuck yous that life gives you that you don't notice. You're like, come on, like
I mean, I noticed.
well, like
hard.
yeah, obviously after the fact, but
I'm
like I
broken.
mean, who
I'm
would
still
have
a
thought?
broken man.
Sorry, we can rebuild you.
Life's little fuck yous.
Yeah.
Huh.
Aw.
Thank you, life.
But
Thanks
now
for throwing
I
another
have
one.
blueberry and acai. Acai? Is
It's
that
an
Acai?
acai berry.
Acai.
Berry, yeah.
You all
Acai.
said I don't know. See?
I believe it's acai.
I think it is.
That just seems so elaborate.
I believe
It's good
It
though.
is elaborate, but that's why you
The
know
word
it's
they
true.
say at the beginning
Nobody
of a lot
else
of rap
is-
songs.
I haven't seen any other blueberry besides Truly's.
I haven't even seen truly blueberry,
You know
but
what?
I
Hang
only
on.
drink the
I'm getting
lemonade.
one.
So,
That's it. I'm getting one. That's it.
oh damn.
Oh yeah, you're
Oh,
right. You're
yes.
right. There's Truly's and then Truly's lemonade.
Yeah.
I don't
Which,
know what the hell the difference is, to be honest.
Oh really? So
Not really.
Cat-
I just drink
so
it.
We only get the lemonade.
Truly's?
Uh-oh.
Hey, get back to your camera.
So-
What flavor?
Look, it's just a chair. Regular Truly is it's like White Claw. It's an alcoholic sparkling water.
Seltzer. Yeah.
hard seltzer, right? Yeah. So it's just like having a sparkling water, a flavored, seltzer water that's got alcohol in it. That's it. The lemonades are literally that. They're more like if you had a Mike's Hard or something along those lines. Like they've got sugar
Oh, do
in
those
it.
have more
and-
sugar in it?
Yeah.
How sugary
really?
are they?
Interesting.
What are the grams? I got to pay attention now.
Let's see. So first off, how many calories are in that? 100?
I'm gonna guess 100.
I got the
Correct. This
raspberry
is
lime,
100.
yeah.
Those got 100
These are all
in
the
it.
same.
Okay.
Total
Okay.
sugar.
I feel left out that I don't have any.
Sorry,
Truly.
1 gram.
Jack, get you
Only
some.
1 gram.
Have a sip.
Yeah, 1 gram. So it's the same.
It's the same. And these
Yeah.
things are they're sweet and they're like because
Crunchy.
that's still feeling like you're drinking water because it's sparkling water with a little bit of flavor in it. These are like flavorful, like lemonades. They're yummy.
And
You gave me
obviously
a heart
way,
attack
like-
for a second. I thought there was more sugar in them.
It's higher alcohol content than a Mike's Hard, of course, too, right?
No,
Like
it
Mike's
isn't.
Hard is nothing.
It's the same.
I don't know.
It's the same.
It might be the 5%.
Is it?
I don't know.
Mike's Hard is like 5%. Yeah.
Let me
No,
see.
I thought it was
Hold on.
less than that. It was like 2.5. Am I crazy?
No, you
Am I
are.
misremembering?
Yeah. You are. Yeah.
I haven't had a
Okay.
Mike's Hard in a very long time. Let me see.
Jeremy,
Same.
look it up. Maybe
I'm on it.
4? I don't think it's
Nope,
less than 4.
it's 5. It's 5.
Oh, shit.
At least this mango is.
And how much sugar is in a Mike's Hard? It's got to be
Oh god.
astronomical.
And then look up Smirnoff Ice.
That's
after
real
that.
tummy ache territory, is what I call it.
Yeah.
That's what I love about these. I don't get tummy aches because there's no sugar. I mean, there's
Also, Jack, I know I'm going to get
sugar,
cold from drinking this, so I prepared.
Oh, look at that blankie.
Nice and warm my legs like a grandma. Hey.
Like I said, hey, does anyone want Extra Life merchandise? And no one said anything really, except like Matt was like, give me a shirt. I'm like, okay. I'm like, I'm gonna give everyone blankets because I know everyone is gonna love these blankets. They're so
I
cool.
do. It's so
And
soft. Thank you.
Yeah. So
This is
even
my
though no one
favorite
requested, I'm
blanket
like, I'm gonna
material.
send one out. It's like
I
that
feel like I
fleece.
requested a blankie
It's almost like velvety. I don't know what.
because I know I
material this is.
requested a poster because I got it. I think
Yeah.
I said poster and blankie.
Okay, then I got you. Did you get 2 blankets to your
Navy
house?
beans, navy beans.
I think we just got one.
got one.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michael.
Fine. We can share. What?
What's up?
I don't know
Like,
if this is
is-
real. Mike's
is it
Hard
like
Lemonade
20?
nutrition facts on a can.
You
Uh-huh.
okay?
All right. Serving size, 8 ounces. So there's 2 serving sizes per 16 ounce.
It's a drink. It's one serving.
Yeah, it's 1 can.
Welcome
It
to
says
America,
servings
where
per
they
container,
lie.
2.
Yeah.
Yep, servings per container, 2.
Get it
Which
right.
means I am adding now, I'm going to multiply all this by 2 because that's what
Okay,
a
that's
16
math.
ounce drink is going to be. Calories, 220.
Ooh.
Not terrible.
Sugars.
Ooh.
Sugars.
I'm gonna guess
Oh
like
my
40.
god. 54 grams.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow.
54
when I said
grams per
tummy
16
ache?
ounces.
Ow.
Oh my god. That's horrific.
That is disgusting.
A wee bit of sugar.
Disgusting.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah, go
Jeremy,
with
look up Smirnoff Ice.
It's
now.
gotta
On
be
it.
comparable.
Thank you. I mean,
It's
now that
gotta
I'll
be the same
drink
thing.
it.
They're the same thing.
Yeah, they kind of are. I just want to know.
Did you ever drink Bacardi 03 back in the day?
I did.
Or is that around?
so.
That was that was big when I was turning 21. That was basically like another
Yeah,
kind
so
of
Lindsay
like
loved it too back then.
yeah, it was like Smirnoff. Smirnoff was kind of like the sugary alcohol. It's like, oh, this tastes good. You can't really tell it's alcohol. Bacardi 03 was like the orange version of that. It was really, really good.
You shouldn't do it, but my friends and I would get Four Loko, the old kind of Four Loko, before they did the change in the recipe, and then we would mix it with vodka
Oh,
because we felt like it wasn't strong enough.
you felt like stopping your heart.
Yeah, well, Maggie and I are still here, so that's good. But don't make our mistakes.
All right. Smirnoff Ice. Serving size, 1 bottle. Thank you. 228 calories. It says 0 grams of sugar in it.
What?
How's that
No
possible?
way.
It says
No way.
32 grams of carbohydrates, which is interesting.
What the fuck?
Because
What's
this
this
has
at?
3.
Interesting.
Oh, this has 2. You're kicking an
Yeah,
extra
see, I think they're
carbon into that
hiding it.
lemonade.
They're disguising it. There's something else that isn't sugar
It's
that
a
makes it
disguise,
taste sugary.
Doris.
There's some sort of sugar substitute in
Weird.
there.
Weird.
Yeah, in a Smirnoff Ice.
Hmm.
At least from what I can tell.
Man, I really like my alcohol path I've taken. Getting like
Your
you know,
skill
you-
tree,
hitting
the way of the bear.
No, not skill tree, just more of like life and hitting your 20s and like you want to be like I'm drinking, I'm a grown up, and you go out and you drink beer and you get fucked up. And then when I moved to Austin, we go to 6th Street and it's like all the college kids and bars and people in their 20s like partying and shit. And then like we aged out of that a little bit and it's like, all right, we're gonna get drunk and go swimming. We used to just like drink at the apartment and stuff. And then like we have kids and it's like chill out. And now I'm like in this huge wave of like, man, give me a Truly. So I'm just drinking water with no sugar, no calories, 5% alcohol. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I'm mature.
Yeah, I also like just the like
I'm an
culture
adult.
shift.
I love beer, but like I'm just so fat right now. I just
Yeah.
can't drink it.
Well, that's the thing
Yeah,
is like
beer is-
I
beer is
love
rough.
beer too. I'm one of the people that will totally advocate for like beer tastes good. I like the taste. I mean like it is acquired. But I think it tastes
it's acquired.
Yeah.
It's acquired.
Some, not
You-
all
you-
beer, but some beer.
I mean, it's beer is very much like a food. There's plenty of room for taste buds, but it's anyone that's like, I had a beer and I loved it. I think you're a liar. It's absolutely an acquired taste.
Goodness.
But once you get to it, it's really good. It is refreshing.
Yeah. When I first started,
I hated it.
When I first started drinking beer, I was like, okay, like everyone drinks beer. I hate beer. I hate the taste of it. I was always doing Smirnoff or Bacardi. I'm like, I need to learn how to drink beer. And so I literally just like forced myself to down a beer a night. I'm like, okay.
Oh. See,
until I got used to like, okay, now I can actually start tasting it. Yeah, I like wine. I don't like wine, but I know if I force myself to drink like a glass a night, I'm like, okay, I can actually start tasting and actually getting into the taste of it.
Feeling red wine gives me, like the blood flow feeling.
It's drunk.
Like,
you're drunk.
Like, yeah, it feels great.
You're like being drunk.
All my problems just go away.
You ever feel different after 5 or 6 glasses of wine? What is that? What is that? We had this bottle. It's
effervescence is what it is.
I'm feeling
all right.
I'm happy.
I feel like I'm just gonna stumble into a fire.
I was saying it's just funny. Like I think there's a clear culture shift in like focus on health, which like sounds so back-ass words to talk about like healthy beverages to consume when you're getting trashed or drinking alcohol. But like in comparison to beer, this is like healthy.
I wouldn't market it as a health drink, but it's certainly like I'm drinking it because it's doesn't have calories or sugar.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Any alcohol at all is going to make losing weight much harder.
And like, what am I going to do? Not get fucked up?
No.
I did also like, it's just funny how that worked too. Like a lot of people rightfully associated drinks like White Claw with like, I don't know, the stereotypical Instagram models where it's like, unfortunately they get the stereotypical rap of like, okay, you're like focused on your appearance, perhaps a little vapid. Now you're connected to White Claw, in which that's the focus. You focus on your appearance, staying healthy. But because it worked, then it got like adopted by all these other people, and they're like, "Dude, I love White Claw. It's great." I'm like, "Oh, so suddenly now you love the White Claw."
It's like out of nowhere.
2 years, like this whole seltzer craze.
Talking shit about all these Instagram models. Now look at you.
Everyone does seltzer. Bud Light does seltzer.
I think one of the first times I had it, I might have been at your house, Jeremy. I was somewhere, and someone had White Claw, and up to that point I had just heard about it, and it was like, that's funny. It was it's like a college drink, and stereotypically like college girls drink it, not like a fruity drink, but it's like low sugar, low calorie, which isn't always like, man, I want a really good beer, let me find something low sugar, low calorie. But I was somewhere and someone had them, and I went, and I don't like seltzer. I hate it. I don't drink seltzer water. I never had it. Never liked it as a kid. And I was like, I'll have it. And I literally had one can, unlike beer. And I went, oh, this is fucking good. And I just started drinking it ever since. I love it.
I know the first time I had it was I was at Jeff's house. I was at like a pool party. And I don't think you were there, Michael. But
I wasn't. I know that pool party. Everyone was there except for us. We were out of town.
And Gavin rolled up, and because I had brought a bunch of beer. So like I had that, and Gavin's like, oh, I brought stuff too. And he had a backpack on, and he took the backpack off and unzipped it, and it was just full of White Claw. And he was like, Meg's got a bunch of this, so I brought some of it. And that was the first time I tried it, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty good. And Kat got hooked on it. So like, because she was the same way of like Jack said before he got himself to like beer, of like, I drink beer. Kat really doesn't like beer. So she really didn't have anything to drink along with me. Like she could get a cider sometimes, but otherwise it would be like she could make a mixed drink and I'd be having a beer, which was like weird.
Right. She'll be like, drink faster.
Yeah. And then we got this. And now I've been sucking on this stuff every now and again.
Man. And they're also like super not filling. You don't get bloated.
That's the thing with beer. That's what I don't want to get super bloated. I have beer downstairs and I'm like, I just don't want. Like, I wanted to drink something during off topic, be sipping on something, but I don't want to be dealing with the beer. Like,
Jeremy, I'm honestly glad you weren't around for our Woodrow's trip. So we went to Little Woodrow's across the way from the old office. Like, we drank so much beer there, a lot.
I love that.
Like, it was very responsible.
Yeah, we went there because Jack would take me there.
Yeah,
I was living with him.
I missed that.
I was like, hey, Lindsay, I know a place. It's 60 seconds from our apartment.
He says he knows a place and takes me to Little Woodrow's, and I fell in love. And
I miss having like that, like having our kind of office bar, you know, like it was so nice. You just go there after work and like you'd always spot people like, oh hey, what's up, man? Like, hey, like you'd see people like, oh, there's Miles. Like, oh, okay, cool.
Well, that
and
was
like
also like prime
cool
for
place.
us, like our 20s is, you know, talking about drinking, and like the peak of that was after
our 20s. That's what it was.
Well, you know, obviously, Jack, you're with us. Sorry, you're with a different group, but for us, you know,
I was playing shuffleboard in the back with the retairies.
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
were
Jack,
like,
you were
let's
probably
do
doing
some
that in your
shots.
20s anyway. We just weren't there yet.
But like,
you guys weren't around.
Alcohol tastes, they change over time. My dad and my mom have both switched.
They change.
When we go out to get food or like, you know, go out for dinner somewhere, my dad will now order like what is stereotypically called the girliest drink you can find. You know what I mean? Like whatever is like,
yeah, like a rum punch or like a baby,
whatever.
Or
like
I love that. My size, hell yeah, dude.
That's what he'll get, and my mom will get beer because my mom she has really like gotten that taste for beer, so she likes that. Like she likes trying different ones and getting the flavors of them and the notes. Yeah,
the heartiness. I will say. Two things about that is interesting. I always like when people are like, "Ooh, like girly drink." I'm like, dude, those are usually the hardest, like the get you fucked
they
up
mess
drinks.
you.
They are.
So sit the fuck down. And two, like beer wise, like that, I laugh too because beer as like this thing originated a lot of like the background and history of beer creation is with women in like breweries that were associated with like spinsters or like what we think of as witches around cauldrons. That was people making beer. Like, that's awesome. So shout out to women for making beer. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much. Yeah. But
and that was the beer cast.
Was
beer good. Beer good.
Like
unless you're not old enough, then beer bad.
No.
Beer is
old enough, then beer very good.
No.
Be good.
No.
Yeah.
Hopefully we had a good weekend. Bye.
Bye. Hi, cat. I'll wash my face. I promise.
No, don't wash it. You leave
Don't
it
do it.
forever.
You go to Best Buy with that on your face.
I don't want to go to Best Buy with this on my face.